colors open. If not, and you need to open a file in Illustrator, here's the home page. What you might be looking for here is your files right there, or you might see a section for cloud files specifically, and then you can just straight up double click it and it will open up in Illustrator. So I would like for everybody to do that before we continue. Once your project is open, we need to copy it and then get ready to paste it in Photoshop. So first things first, take the selection tool up here in the top left, click on it, and then I want you to click on your big rectangle from last time. After that, to copy, up in the top you will see edit, it's next to file, and then I want you to hit copy. Or you could two-finger click, and I want to say sometimes copy is an option there. Does not seem to be the case, so that's okay. We should be fine. We're going to open up Photoshop now. So let me go to the home screen of Photoshop to show you what it looks like. It looks something like this. You could hit F4 on your keyboard and type in Photoshop, and you will see Adobe Photoshop. Now, we only have the 2021 version. Good news, really no changes this year. So once you open up Photoshop, you're ready for the next step. All right, that will be opening up your template file that we downloaded from Schoology. I will have to show this to you outside of a video because I don't have access to Schoology here. So when you have downloaded the file, it will appear, or I would like for you, I'll show you how to find it or move it to your desktop. Here it is here. You can see me moving it around right here. A good way to open it in Photoshop is to simply double click it. You'll see that it appears just like that. All right, I'm going to do something here real quick to get it to look more like yours. All right, you should see on the right some things that we have to reset, and I apologize if you've seen these in other videos. Just in case this is our first lesson, I'm going to go over it again. Might be able to fast forward. Here we have color and properties. We need neither of those, and we want to get rid of them. So to do so, if you look at color right here on the top right, you'll see this little 3-box thing. Click that, and then I want you to choose Close Tab Group. Perfect. Ditto with properties, same thing. Click that, hit Close Tab Group. That way you only have layers. Right now you have a folder that I made with all the text. If I were to hit this eyeball right here and you look at the main thing, you'll see it blinking in and out. When the eyeball is not shown, the stuff is gone. We'll be getting to this text at the very end of the project, so what you could do right now if you wanted to get out of your way is eyeball it and don't think much about it. The background we're going to be leaving black at the moment, okay? And we're going to be making a new layer, or I think when we paste, it should make a new layer automatically for us. So let's go ahead and try that now. I want you to select the background layer. You can tell it's selected because the gray color, and then I want you to go up here to edit, and then I want you to hit paste. And my hope is that this will pop up. And we want to do pixels, which is already selected by default. That's perfect. So I'm going to hit OK. And then you'll see what we had copied from Illustrator. This blue box around it means it's still selected. We can just up the resolution by it and confirm it by hitting the return key on the keyboard. There we go. All right. Now, before we edit this, we have to do a couple things. One is the layer that it was made on is layer 1. Let's double click the text of layer 1 and you'll see that it glows blue. Now we can rename it. I'm going to call this original. ORIGINAL, I think. This is our original version of it, and I don't want to edit this layer. That way we have a backup in case something goes wrong. I'm going to duplicate this layer, and then I'll work and tweak that as a more safety measure. To duplicate this layer, we are going to drag it to the new layer icon and let go. Here is a review of you who have taken the class before, and here is some fresh information that's really important if you haven't. Down in the bottom of your layer window are around, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buttons. Here's what they all do. The one on the far right is the trash can. If you click it, it'll delete the layer that you have selected. The one next to it here with the plus sign, if you click it, will create a new layer. This one right here, that looks like a folder, it creates groups or folders that you can kind of put all of your layers into. It's really good if you want to stay organized. This one right here is image adjustments. So I want you to think things like tweaking colors, tweaking the brightness or the saturation, stuff like that will be in there. This button here is layer mask. We are actually going to use that in this project, and layer masks can be complicated and a little weird. I'll go over what they are later, but keep that one in mind. I might simplify it by just having us use the eraser tool instead. It is a sloppy alternative to layer masking. This one here that says FX, think of it as special effects. There's all these different options in here. We'll be using them later in future projects. I don't think we will be right now. This link right here doesn't work right now because you need to have multiple layers selected and then it will link them together. So this guy with the plus sign was the create new layer icon. What we want to do is take the original layer right here, click and drag it all the way down to the new layer icon and let go. You will see original copy right here. I'm going to double click on original copy and I'm going to choose and call this abstract. This will be the one that I edit. I don't need the original shown anymore. I can eyeball that one out. All right, we're going to call it here in the video, but we're going to be cloud saving this Photoshop file, which is different than the one that we worked on last time. So to do that, we're going to go File in the very top left, and we're going to choose Save As. After you do that, I want you to choose Cloud Documents right here on the left side. All right, I had it already set to template/abstract poster. Instead of the word template, highlight that, delete that, and I want you to write your name. Okay, so just not literally your name, but please put your first and last name, then /abstract poster. Then you can go ahead and hit save. After you do that, one final thing before we close out, you will see a little cloud icon up here. This is where your tabs are if you have multiple projects open at the same time. This guy is cloud saved. He has a cloud icon. This is good for a couple reasons. One, you can access your file now from any computer that has Photoshop, as long as you have an internet connection. And two, it auto saves every 30 seconds. So if you forget to save or the computer crashes, you're only going to be set 30 seconds back from the last auto save. All right, see you guys.